Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's Trivia Cash Battle. I'm Mackenzie, and this, of course, is the one and only Dr. Matthew Campbell of WatchMojo Facebook fame. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Matt, how's it going?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm stoked you're here. We're going to be playing some trivia and giving away a $100 cash prize. Matt, do you want to tell the people in the chat what today's trivia category is?
I most certainly will. Yeah, we are doing disaster movies this week. I think kind of in anticipation of Twisters, which is kind of fun. But yeah, disaster movies, everybody.
Disaster movies, everybody. Matt, if this stream turns into a disaster, how will you survive?
By throwing you into whatever disaster situation is nearest to us and then hightailing it in the opposite direction.
Perfect.
Survival of the fittest. That's the premise of these films, you know.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you'd probably do the same thing in a similar situation.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a Darwinian reference so early in the stream. I mean, we just started, but just so we all understand, if this starts to go badly, Matt's going to close his laptop and never talk to me again.
100%. Yeah, we've already discussed this pre-show, so no surprises, I hope.
No surprises. Yeah, me too. Berlin Baby's saying finally they can make it to one of these streams. Thank you for joining, and hello to everybody who's here. If you're joining us for the first time, extra warm welcome to you. And if you've been here before, welcome back. This is going to be super fun. We're going to have, like I said, a $100 cash prize to give away. We're here to play disaster movie trivia. Before we get too deeply into it, I will just give a rundown of how this whole thing is going to work. So if you don't mind listening to me talk for a couple of seconds, here's how it's going to go down. So WatchMojo Trivia lives at WatchMojo.com/play. So if you're here to compete, everybody go ahead, open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. To join today's cash battle, you got to redeem 500 Mojo points. This is a Legends only cash battle. But if you don't have 500 Mojo points, all good. Keep sticking around here. We're going to be streaming the game live. And if you want to compete in next week's cash battle for next week's $100 cash prize, make sure you keep playing trivia every day at WatchMojo.com/play. Rack up those Mojo points, and next week could be your time to shine. Every game has a different category. So to repeat, everybody go ahead, open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. We've got about 15 minutes to the game starts. So all good stuff. I'm really excited.
I literally thought you were going to repeat all of that. I was like, again? Wow.
You're like, no, God, please, no.
That's a disaster right there. We're going to lose half our viewers. Rules, don't need them.
They actually replaced me several weeks ago with a chatbot who just repeats the instructions over and over and over again. But
the advancements in AI is just tremendous. It's very impressive.
Very impressive. Or a disaster movie in the making. That is for history. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Excellent.
Yeah, I do want to talk about, let's just break the ice. Let's see what our friends in the chat think. Which disaster movie would you be most and least likely to survive? Let's start with most likely. Which one do you think you could get away with?
Are you asking me, or is this open to the audience at this point?
This is open to everyone.
Okay.
This is open to everyone. But if you want to take a minute.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of had a hard time figuring this out. The big ego in me wants to say that I could survive a zombie apocalypse.
Ooh.
But I think that might just be ego. So I'm just going to go with a safe option here. All the volcano disaster movies that were super big in the 90s. I think I'd survive that.
How?
The news would be like, oh, there's volcanic, activity happening. Okay, cool. Drive away and then survive.
Done.
Survive.
Done.
Yeah.
Why don't more people do that?
I don't understand. Pompeii, what are you guys doing? Smoke billowing, lava everywhere, and you don't think to run? Get out of here. Just run. That's what I do. Come on.
That's a historical hot take that I love.
Yeah, it's like, stupid Pompeii people. What are you doing? Just run. Just run.
Run away.
I think the argument is where are they going to run to? And I was like, I don't know, where there's not lava for a chance. I don't know. Anyways, that's just me. But really I think I'd probably be able to survive volcano disaster situations. What about you?
Yeah, I was thinking about this too. And it's kind of like a know thyself situation. Like, I'm not fast. I don't have, meaningful survival skills. Like, I'm not living through a zombie
Hmm.
apocalypse. Like, I'm 20 minutes tops. But what
Wow.
I was
Okay.
thinking, I think I would survive, Contagion, the pandemic movie with Matt Damon from like 2011.
Totally. Totally.
Because I
Who
was like,
didn't watch
we
that
just
when?
did that.
Yeah, 100%. I remember it's like when COVID like just started and I like caught COVID and I was sick as a dog. I was like, oh, what am I gonna
Mm,
do? I'm gonna watch Contagion. Half of it was a blur, but like the other half, I was like, wow, this is exactly what's happening right now. This is crazy.
that
Um,
was
yeah. Although I think that's kind of cheating because like I also survived Contagion and like a lot of people
right.
did. So you went with the easy pick. You're like, I'm gonna go with the one that I already survived.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
aren't
I
you
mean,
branching out? Why aren't you thinking
it's
a little more out of the box here, Mackenzie?
yeah, I mean, have you been running away from lava recently? Because I think I'm going with what I'm confident
Have you
in.
never played The Floor is Lava before? I have a
And here
little
you
bit of
are, alive and
experience.
well,
Okay,
alive and well.
exactly. It
That's the
never
proof of
got me.
concept.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking, I was like, that one. I mean, there's a strategy. Listen to the smart people. Do what they say. Wear a mask. The rules are fairly simple, and you'll
Hmm.
probably fare okay. I mean,
True.
that's what we did. So what about
Okay.
least likely? What disaster movie would you be least likely to survive, do you think? For me, it's zombies. I wouldn't last. I would do
Yeah, I
nothing.
know I was kind of, a little brave saying zombies, but you need a good team around you. I think the
Hmm.
people around me would just die immediately. I'd knock on your door, but apparently you've taken like a cyanide pill already, so that doesn't
Yeah,
help.
I'm the old
Um,
people on the Titanic. Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Just
I'm
listening to
not.
tunes and waiting for
I'm the opposite. I'm like throwing people overboard if it gets me a chance to like get in line faster than other people. So, that's a good
know
question.
thyself, know thyself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't lie about how horrible of a person I am. Okay.
It's
No, I'm
really
joking.
close to the surface. It's really close
Yeah.
to the
Wow.
surface.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. That's a very good. I think it would just have to be one of those all out, literally the world is ending. So like, the day after tomorrow scenario.
Yeah.
Don't look up. If like a giant
Hmm.
meteor is heading towards Earth and literally no one has a chance. Again, maybe cheating, but like it's one of those scenarios where I feel I can't plan anything. So
No,
if
you
that's the
can't.
case, yeah, I have a little faith in myself that I could be a survivalist. So if the
Oh,
situation comes up where it's just impossible for everyone, unless you're like a billionaire and can fly into space, I don't know. I feel like I have a chance. I'm a fighter.
I
So
love that. So on a scale, so to make sure we all understand your like speed as a runner, you could outrun lava. You could not outrun an actual asteroid. Just to make sure that we all
exactly.
understand. Okay, we all
Yes.
understand.
Although I would hope most people could outrun lava because apparently it's extremely slow moving. I don't know where that puts you. I don't know what percentile you land in the 100-meter dash, but
I'm already dead. No, in this scenario, I'm long
mm,
gone. No, I'm
you
chilling.
trip
Yeah.
at the starting blocks and then it just smothers you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Literally, I
no.
get trampled
Oh,
right away.
Mackenzie.
So I
Oh no.
you throw me, you trample me, so you can get onto the
Oh
rescue boat.
no. So if there's a disaster movie about like what's it called? Like Black Friday or what's the one after Christmas, Boxing Day? You'd definitely not make it. Just trampled right off the gate.
That's a great idea for a movie where it's a disaster movie, Christmas movie,
Yeah.
kind of critique on consumerism,
Hmm.
all
Although
tied
I
into
do
one.
think, I do know we're talking disaster movies here, but there is that horror movie Thanksgiving, Eli Roth,
Oh.
where the whole premise is like a bunch of people die during a Boxing Day stampede, or is it Boxing Day? That's Canada, right? What
Is
I think,
is Boxing Day only Canadian? The day
or
after
what's the
Christmas where
U.S.
everything goes
one?
on
Yeah,
sale.
that's
Black
Boxing Day in the
Friday
U.S.
is
as well.
well, I don't know
Anyway,
now.
I think everyone knows what I mean. The one when the
Yeah.
the the, the mob goes crazy and tramples people to buy a TV for $75. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
To buy
That one,
that one,
audience.
that one. Yeah, Black Friday. Yeah, also either or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Cody says Black Friday. So to anybody who's maybe just tuning in, I'll just give another quick little explanation of what is happening here today. So we're here to play some disaster movie trivia. So if you're excited about Twisters, you got other stuff on the mind, hopefully you've been brushing up, you're ready to go, because we've got a $100 cash prize to give away to today's top player. So if you're here to compete, go ahead, open another tab, go to WatchMojo.com/play and sign in. To join today's game, you're going to need to redeem 500 Mojo points. For those of you who may not have Mojo points, don't worry, stick around. We're going to be streaming the game right here. You can play along with us and keep playing trivia at WatchMojo.com/play. You can earn those Mojo points, and next week for next week's cash battle could be your time to shine. So that's what's going on. And thank you.
An absolute pro.
Thank you. I do this every week, so it starts to stick after the 40th or 50th time.
Of course, yeah, understandable.
So the game lobby is going to open in about 3.5 minutes, folks. So get moving. Exciting stuff. Now, I feel like, Matt, we were kind of talking about this privately before the stream starts, but I feel like this genre is kind of full of cliches. And you and I are both horror fans. We both love horror cliches. But what about disaster movie cliches? What are your favorites? And people in the chat, let us know what you think.
So, I mean, this is the most obvious one, and I'm sorry if I'm going to steal your answer. But please. I mean, you see them in every single one, but they're also just incredibly frustrating to me. Every time it happens, I just get angry. Maybe not so much angry, but like cringe, because I'm like, look, that's just going to cost so much. And just like historically, when monuments are destroyed, so like the pyramids are destroyed, or like, the Statue of Liberty, or, what have you, the Louvre, perhaps. When it's something like, that holds historical value, I'm always just like, oh, this is horrible. But I know obviously that's the whole point, but it just makes me feel like, oh, you can't bring those back. You can't.
Right. The montage of destruction.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. What if you did a montage of destruction of montages of destruction, and you had like an hour of just montages of different monuments getting destroyed in the same way? As
a feature film? Just like constant montage of.
I'm just riffing. As an art piece.
This is like an art house film now. Yeah.
Yeah. No one wants this. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would just fill me with like a little bit of anxiety just seeing all this destruction, because my mind's going to be like, yeah, so much historical value loss. How many billions? How many people displaced? And then I just kind of start, like Roland Emmerich, you didn't think of all the destruction, or maybe you did, and you're just a sicko. But
sicko.
Sicko.
Yeah. Super sick sicko.
Roland. Yeah.
Yeah, Roland, if you're watching this.
And you, what about you?
Yeah, I gotta say, I like the crazy guy who was right all along. That's a good one. It's like, why don't you listen to him? Have you ever seen a disaster movie? Like, he seems to know what he's talking about.
Exactly. Yeah.
I also was thinking of like, like the scene where someone is like stuck somewhere and the main character has to heroically put themselves in danger to rescue them. And the person in danger is usually like a child or an old person who's just entered the movie. Like, we have no idea who this person is, but they have to be like, no, like I'll go back, I'll do anything. And it's like, I feel like that's in every movie.
That's a very good point, especially like the nobody character. It's like, well, of course you can understand the dude running for like, his partner or his mom or dad, but it's like, no, we need to establish that this guy is salt of the earth, great heart. He's gonna save this person who wasn't gonna make it, regardless. So it's like, that's when oh wow, we have to root for this guy.
Good guy. Yeah, it's like
great guy.
The person in danger is credited at the end of the movie as plot device. Like, there's no
exactly 100%.
Like, they don't get it. They don't do anything besides.
Yeah.
Okay. The John Daniel in the chat is saying the kissing couple who gets swept away or obliterated. Totally disaster.
You made reference to the Titanic old couple.
True. That is a great example of that cliche. Villain becomes hero, yes, or the villain has some kind of, in the moment of death, they have some kind of redeeming, like, I was good all along moment. You're
totally.
like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That sad, and now I'm sad.
Forever in Dreams. Well done.
All right, guys. So the lobby's just open for the game. So for those of us who are just tuning in, open another tab, WatchMojo.com/play, sign in, and you got to redeem 500 Mojo points to participate. If not, if you don't have it, then just keep hanging out with us. But to everybody else, let's play some trivia, man. I'm excited.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
This is my first time playing trivia with you live with the whole new system of stealing points and such. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Well, thank you for bringing it up because I think it's worth mentioning a little bit how this is going to work. So we've recently added some new features to WatchMojo Trivia, which are really exciting and really fun. So how it's going to work, we got 3 rounds here. The first round is all multiple choice. It's called Power Hour. In this first round, you have power-ups that you can use to get ahead in the game. There's Skip, where you can basically get an average score and move on to the next round. There is Swap, where you steal the top player's points for that question. And there is Hint, where you can eliminate 2 of the 4 multiple choice questions to push you in the right direction. So after the first round, everybody moves on from the first round. Round 2 is called Rapid Fire, and it is all true or false questions. It moves really, really fast. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Don't forget. And then in the final round is Showdown. Only the top 3 players from round 2 move on. There is 1 question. Winner takes all. They got to type in the answer. Fastest, most correct person takes the cake. And by cake, I mean cash.
The cake cash.
The cash cake.
The cash cake, I guess.
Yes.
Thanks for correcting me.
We don't have the infrastructure to physically mail you a cake full of money yet, but we're working on it. That's all I can say.
We will ensure that it's ice cream cake as well.
Yes, or to your preference. But, we're working on it.
Ice cream cake.
I was going to say, Matt, what is your favorite kind of cake? But that has nothing to do with disaster movies. But if you want to let us know really quickly, I am just curious.
I will say that it would be a disaster if anyone were to provide me with a birthday cake. First of all, thank you very much. Extremely nice thought. But if there's fruit coulis or something like that, like carrot cake, no, thank you. It's got to be like chocolate or vanilla or like a mix of the two,
Yeah, something good.
Fancy. Yeah, please. Keep it simple.
If someone's bringing you a fruitcake on your birthday, they don't like you that much.
They're like, I was gifted this for Christmas many months ago, and I'm just regifting it.
It belonged to my grandmother.
In a can. Yeah.
Riveri in the chat says, I love you guys. We love you too. Thank you for joining. Cool. So guys, we got 2 minutes to the game starts. $100 cash prize. Category of the day is disaster movies. WatchMojo.com/play. I'm just going to keep repeating these keywords over and over until we're all there. But we got about 2 minutes left. Matt, I wanted to ask you, is there a disaster movie scenario, a classic scenario that scares you the most? Like that you would be the most scared of IRL?
Which disaster movie scenario would I be most scared of in real life?
Yeah. A scene or one or a cliche, up to you.
I don't want to repeat myself, but honestly, it keeps coming up, but dealing with zombies would just be honestly really horrifying, I think. Even if they're not a direct threat, imagine you've found a safe house, you're sitting on a balcony and you just see a zombie going to town on a human, just ripping flesh apart. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And especially if they're the ones that sprint. If they walk, whatever, but if they sprint, that I feel is a 0 chance survival kind of scenario.
Right. So just to recap, you can outrun lava. You cannot outrun a zombie, a fast zombie.
It depends. Was the zombie an athlete beforehand? Do they, recoup the same level of athletic ability?
That's a great question. When you become a zombie, do you maintain your level of fitness at the time that you became zombified?
That's the question.
Okay, I never thought about that. Is that worth getting in shape for just in and of itself? If anybody's looking for some motivation to hit the gym, perhaps. Oh, The Happening. That's a great reference. How do you even avoid air? Yeah, you can't. We all just do the best we can. All right, guys, 10 seconds to the game starts. WatchMojo.com/play. Sign in. Categories disaster movies. 3, 2, 1. First question. Just kidding. We have a few more seconds. But here are the
You
rules of
scared me.
Power
I was like,
Hour.
oh,
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to be able to
you're
join because I'm
ready. You're
looking at a
ready.
countdown page. And I
So
was
yeah,
having
quick.
like loading issues previously, so I was gonna fake the whole thing to not freak you out. But it's all working. That was all human error. For two
Okay, good.
seconds, one, there
For
we
real this
go.
time.
Boom.
Okay, for
Here
real
we
this
go.
time. For real. A Night to Remember was based on a best-selling book written by whom?
I only recognized one name here, so that's the one I chose.
Which one?
F. Scott Fitzgerald, but I read books.
Do you read
Oh,
books? Do you read disaster
I
books?
read. Oh, I love Walter Lord. How didn't I know that? That's just
Oh,
silly of me.
Lord
Ugh.
Walter. I mean,
Oh,
Earthquake
this.
was.
Sorry, go ahead, finish,
Yeah, this
please.
is a great thumbnail. What are we looking at here?
I don't know. Is that someone drowning? Is that
I don't
brand safe?
know. I was gonna say it
Oh,
was. I wanted to say not the bees because that's what it's reminding me of, but I don't think that's correct.
I don't think so. Oh my God, this is not going too well for me here.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
no,
a threat for that big cash cake prize.
big cash cake
I'm not
prize.
in the running here.
Well, it's not over till it's over.
Whoa! It's not over to time hasn't run out for me apparently. A big 20 points on the board. Let's go.
Very nice, very nice. And remember, if you're feeling a little out of your depth, feel free to hit those power ups, man. Like I
I
am right
just messed
now.
up.
I just messed up.
Did
I
you?
screwed up so bad. No, I was copying you. I was doing an impression of you.
It's the wrong California, you
Stupid,
dumb
stupid.
dumb. Ah, of course it's LA.
Who played the president in Independence Day?
Oh, I got this one.
Do you?
Oh yeah. But I'm not going to tell you in case you're going to cheat.
Yeah, I was hoping you would so I could cheat, but alas.
Nailed it.
Oh, so did I.
Nailed it.
Nice. Yes.
Sure you did.
Yeah, I did. I like really did. Which of the
Uh,
following films won an Oscar for its visual effects? I think I
I
know, but I'm
chose
not sure.
Independence Day, but I think it might
So
be
did I.
Twister. No, it's got to be Independence Day. Come on.
Yes.
Let's go. How many points are you on right now?
Like a lot.
Yeah, right.
We got Cody in the lead right now. Irvin Severero, not too far
Oh,
behind,
that's
behind by
wrong.
1 point. Smashing Gourd. Uh-oh.
I chose like the one non disaster movie on this list. What was I doing? True
Guys,
Romance? Stupid.
if you're looking for a hint, remember the category is disaster movies. Thank you, Matt, for the helpful suggestion. I'm going to use my steal function.
You're
rob.
hitting the pretty early here.
Yeah, man, that's what they're there for. And you only have power-ups in round 1. So use it or lose it, man.
I want to use my steal when I see like a bunch of people are like in a row, you know, and then steal those. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're using them really strategically. I like that. That's smart.
Well, yeah. That's what you got to do in a disaster movie scenario. You can't just willy-nilly this, you know. You got to plan, you got to think through.
Be resourceful, use the tools you have sparingly yet strategically. All right, exactly. I see where you're going. I see what's going on here. Ooh.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. This one was like extreme drama disaster movie, right? Like that's kind of an interesting blend. Usually it's just pure destruction action, but this is like there are families.
Yeah, a heartfelt story of I think this was Tom Holland's first movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be correct.
I think
he looks exactly the same. So it's
hard to unchanged. Was it 15 years ago? Was it last week? No one knows.
Who knows? Yeah.
All these names sound alike.
Mm-hmm. I thought I read Woody Allen there for a second, and I was like, "Ooh, not sure." But I was
different
wrong.
Different disaster.
Proceed.
Forever in Dreams in the chat is saying this is not my category. Doing terrible. That's okay. We still appreciate your presence, and maybe the real cash cake is the friends you made along the way.
I love that.
Thank you. I'm gonna put that on a shirt for you for your birthday next year.
Oh wow, love that.
All right, we're getting down to it, guys. We got 2 questions left
Mhm.
in round 1. Lucas is currently tied with Urban Sombrero and Smashing Gourds. We have a 3-way tie, guys. What's going to happen? Wait with bated breath. And in the meantime, we get to see this thumbnail again. Any new takes, Matt, on what we're looking at?
Perhaps is this someone clinging to a rock and a sewer has exploded in front of them, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, it does look like some kind of water clashing. Yeah.
Yes. And this is Tom Holland, age 8.
Yes, yes, likely in The Impossible.
It's like a scene from Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. Yeah, but that proves our point that he is ageless in the sense that he looks like a kid forever. All right, congrats everybody. We're all moving on to round 2. Exciting stuff. Remember, the round 2 is going to be called Power Hour. It's all multiple choice, or excuse me, all true or false. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So don't hesitate. Follow your gut, which is also good survival advice.
There you go. Yeah. Although sometimes your gut can trick you. So maybe don't. I don't know.
So follow your gut or
Team
don't.
Mackenzie, yeah.
These are really wishy-washy survival tips, but
given to you by the woman who would give you, who would take a cyanide pill.
We work in media. We're not experts on this. The category is disaster movies, not survival. The cake is a lie, says Yvonne in the chat. I said we're working on it. Okay, I said we're working on it. Okay, our 3-way tie has been broken. Now we do have Lucas in the lead. Classic WatchMojo trivia player. Watch out for this guy. And this is why I don't want to throw you under the bus, Lucas, but this is why we have the steal function to create a bit of an even playing field. But clearly his skills supersede. So prevail. Love it.
Oh, I think I got that one wrong. See, I get so caught up on the speed aspect that sometimes I don't even process the question.
You don't even read them.
That's a disaster.
Yeah, I don't even read them. The thing with trivia I struggle with is the not reading the questions and just answering right away. That's honest.
I love that.
I'm
going to say that's false. Yes.
Yeah, that is false. Okay.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Disaster experts at the Watson Technical Consulting.
Are you going to finish it before it jumps to the next
I'm not.
question?
That's like rapid fire, man. Yeah, don't bother reading them out loud. I'm just saying the words that are on the screen.
Yeah. You're like, that's a big number. I can't get it. I can't get through it.
Oh my God. I have not seen this movie. Oh, I was wrong. No,
same.
I'm wrong.
When in doubt, go true.
All right, so guys, now we're moving on to the final round. I did not make it, but Urban Sombrero, Lucas, and Smashing Gourds will be duking it out with one question, winner takes all. And by all, we mean not a cake, but in fact, real cash money that you can use over the weekend to buy yourself a cake of any flavor that you so choose.
I formally request to join the winner's survival team when and if any event happens, because they clearly know how to get things done.
You're just coasting. You're like, whoever wins, I'll just be their best friend.
I may come off as a great leader, but I love to fall. I just love to fall.
You're just loud.
I'm just loud. Ouch. Well, there you go, people.
All right,
that's the real disaster. Call me loud.
Well, just because it hurts doesn't make it less true. But let's use our loud outdoor voices to give a very warm congratulations to our friend Urban Sombrero, who is kicking off their weekend with a $100 cash prize. Matt, how did you do?
I don't know. I think this is a bad omen. I finished 13th place. So
that's respectable. That's respectable.
But it's bad luck. It's bad luck. So maybe if a disaster scenario does happen, maybe this is is this foreshadowing? Where did you end up?
I hope not. I don't want to talk about it. No, I came in 30th, which is really less respectable. But at least it's not bad luck. And I had a lot of fun. So
This
That's
was
it.
an absolute blast. Thank you.
This was an absolute blast. And congratulations to Urban Sombrero, also Lucas smashing gourds, Asman Silver, and Bussin Fields for finishing in the top 5. But Urban Sombrero is the only one who will be walking away with the cash prize. For those of you who want to compete in next week's cash battle and hear more about upcoming cash battles and different trivia initiatives, make sure you're following us on socials and keep checking out WatchMojo.com/play for more games and more exciting trivia madness. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.